Hey guys, today we're back with another gun review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the B&T APC9 Pro Glock Edition. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the B&T APC9 Pro G or Glock Edition. What that means is it takes Glock mags. It's an edition that does take the Glock mags. So, right off the bat, this gun might not look as it comes to you. The main reasons why, which I've covered it pretty much exactly how it should come to you from factory in the unboxing review. But it does not come with a new SB Tactical brace. This is the new one for the APC9, 10, 9 Pro, K, and a few different other ones. But this should fit almost every single new B&T APC edition. It also has the Magpul flip-up metal iron sights and the T2 aim point micro. Also have a weapons mounted light over here on the side. But besides that, it's pretty much stock. That's the only thing different. It does come with one 33 round Glock mag from factory, and as you can see, the magazine is empty and the gun is empty as well. Let me take this sling off here right here to make the review a little bit easier. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. The APC9 Pro, it has a few different upgrades from the normal or the original APC, such as a little bit different magazine release, a little bit different let's see here, I think a slide release is different. I never did have a normal APC9, and to be honest with you, this is the first B&T product I've ever had. This time last year, to be honest with you as well, I didn't even know B&T existed. I might have heard of them a little bit, but I was not really that interested in them. The first time that I actually got interested in B&T was whenever I was looking up a type of PCC in 10mm, because I thought the highest end PCC in 10mm you could find was a Vector, and people was like, no, B&T makes a B&T 10 or the APC 10, and that's probably the highest end 10mm that you can get besides, say, a custom MP5 in 10mm. But I started looking at them and I was like, hey, you know, I like that system. I like the idea of a direct blowback with a hydraulic buffer in here to minimize recoil and all that. And I was like, that's a pretty good idea. So I started looking into them, and I started looking into these, and I was like, you know what, I kind of like that. You know, that's something I might get after I get the B&T APC 10. And then I actually found this one from a gun store in, I think it was Florida that was closing. They actually had ordered 5 of these, and I got this one at a very, very good deal, almost $800 off what they normally go for, which is about $2,600. So you can do the math there. But very good deal, and it was just something I couldn't pass up, and I'm glad I didn't. We'll be doing a review over this one later of this one versus the H&K SP5, so stay tuned for that review if that's something that you'd be interested in. But let's go ahead and start right off the bat with it. So this gun, the action in it is a direct blowback, but with a patented hydraulic buffer system here in the rear end of the gun. I'll see if I can, it's actually very, very tight here in the back. Might not be able to get it popped out for their video, but YouTube doesn't really like if you take guns apart, and some people say they're okay with it now, and other people are still getting demonetized for it, so I'm glad I can't do it right here on screen anyway. But you take this apart, and here on the back piece of it right here is a hydraulic buffer that looks just like a normal buffer spring, with a little pad on the end of it that looks like a real soft type of rubber, and you can feel it whenever you actually cock this back here. It hits right here, and then you've got the, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but it's hydraulic buffer in it. And I was kind of skeptical at first because I have had a few direct blowbacks before, such as the Sig Scorpion. I've shot a Strybog before, but I've never owned one. I've only owned one Sig Scorpion. I wasn't really that impressed with it because of the maximum recoil with it. But whenever I shot this gun, the hydraulic buffer system really does help more than you think it would. Is it as smooth as the SP5 or MP5? No, but it is very, very bad close. So whenever the direct blowback gun goes off, projectile goes out the front end of it. The bolt in this gun is very, very big and heavy. It comes back and you hit it about around here, and it hits that hydraulic buffer system, and it just, the recoil impulse is something that you'd almost have to shoot one of these to feel. But it's a very, very soft shooting gun and a very, very pleasant gun to shoot. I really did enjoy that part of it. Very, very accurate gun as well. I sighted in with these iron sights here on front before we started filming the shooting part of it. And I kind of compensated for the aim point while I was doing that, and I just lined the aim point up with these, and everything worked fine with that. And it just, it was a very, very pleasant shooting gun and very accurate. I cannot tell any accuracy difference between this one and my SP5, if that tells you how accurate this gun is. Another thing as well, here on the grip, I changed it out to a Magpul K Plus with a rubberized on it. The B&T grip on it is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I like this feeling in it a little bit better, to where it was a little bit more thicker in your hand. The B&T is very, very slim, that matches the gun perfectly. But this one here, even though it is a little bit thicker of a grip, it's not the XL model, I think is what they call it, the one that's a little bit more thicker. But this one has rubberized grip on it and everything, and it feels very, very good. And I like it a lot better than the than the normal one that comes with the B&T, if that makes any sense. So I switched that out on it, and also as well, one of the biggest cons that I can see with this gun, that in my personal opinion, is that they did not thread the barrel. It's just a tri-lug adapter, and for anybody that kind of runs suppressed firearms, you can understand why that they done the tri-lug, because how quick that you can put it on, turn it and attach it, and then turn it off. You don't have to do the direct thread and all that. But I don't even own any suppressors, so it doesn't help me out any much. And I've looked online, and right now, as of 3/22, whenever I'm actually filming this video, a lot of the tri-lug compensators and muzzle brakes and flash hiders are out of stock, even for SP5 or MP5. So I'm kind of screwed on that one for now until they can start producing a few more of them. But you know, like I was saying though, as of now, it still has a very interesting design on it. I just wish they kind of would have threaded the barrel a tad bit on it. The safety here is ambidextrous, as you can see. All you have to do is just switch it on, switch it off, and it is a tad bit more pronounced on the left-hand side for right-hand shooters than it is on the left, if I can see this correctly. Yeah, it is a little bit more pronounced on the right-hand side. And also as well, some people were saying something about it digging into your hand here. As you can see, whenever I'm in the actual shooting position, it does not dig into my hand. Might have on the original grip, but on this Magpul K Plus, it's nowhere even near my knuckles, so there's going to be no digging into my hand on this one. A lot of people go for the B&T magazine model just because it looks better, and I do have to agree, it does look better. But you have pretty much a bomb-proof magazine here with this gun. The Glock magazines are some of the best made and proven and reliable, and that's why I kind of went with that one. Plus, too, as well, I've got a metric ton of Glock mags, because I have them in from 34s I've had, from 17s I've had. I still own 2 34s right now, so I've got all 3 of them mags that come with each of them, so that's 6 right there. Then plus multiple of these 33 round mags I bought over the years. So I've got an abundance of Glock mags, and I was like, you know, that would be the better off way. But B&T did have some reliability problems with a lot of their magazines whenever they first started out. I'd read some few reviews whenever people was dropping them out and them fully loaded, accidentally dropping them out and them fully loaded, or half loaded or whatever else, and them hitting the ground and busting. And that's why a lot of people in the reviews, you see they've got a big old buffer pad down here on the bottom of it, which makes it even longer, and to me kind of looks stupid. But that's why I really did opt for the Glock model. And here, as you can see, this one's unloaded, and this is what it looks like with a standard 17 round mag in it. Still a lot of firepower, but doesn't stick down as low. So if you want to get this thing as small as you can, as you can see, it does take off a decent amount. Whenever you fold this in here, you've got a very compact system, and as you can see in the shooting review, I do fold this in at one point and you can still shoot it, and it is still very reliable as such because it's just got enough room to eject a shell case and still be very compact. So I like that about it. I probably wasn't going to get a collapsible brace or possible stock depending on how this brace stuff goes in the next few months, but I probably was not going to get one of the B&T telescoping stocks. But now, after I've shot this gun right here and seen how much I enjoyed it and how much I was pleased with it, really, and this will be a keeper from now on out. But after I've seen that, there is a high chance that I actually might get one of them now. The only thing that was keeping me from it in the first place is that they are very, very expensive. They're for the stock, the telescoping stock is $600, and to be honest with you, there's really no reason that it should be that much besides it has the hydraulic buffer system in it. It's not something that you can say take this apart right here and take it out of this one and put it in that, because that's what I first thought in the beginning. But it says here, warranty is void if seal is broken. So they do not want you messing with that hydraulic buffer system. So all you pretty much can do is take this off, put that other one on, pop it into place, put it back together, and there you go. So I kind of understand why it is that much, but at the same time, to me, if I could find one at a better deal, about around $400, I would buy one for sure. Or if they do this brace stuff and outlaw them, then I'll probably I'll SBR this one and get me a telescopic stock for this one, just because I love the way it looks. A lot of people as well opt out for the K model because if you did not know it, B&T actually won the military contract, the United States Army military contract for the submachine gun, and the APC9K was selected, which is even shorter than this one. I think the K is a 5.5 inch barrel and this one is a 6.83 if I remember right. And to be honest with you guys, this gun right here is small enough. I don't think that I would want any smaller than that, and a lot of reviews I read is that it is kind of too small, and it is something that you pretty much keep under a coat and pull out and shoot, because it is the first submachine gun that the U.S. Army has adopted since World War II, which would have been the Thompson submachine gun or the Tommy gun. So as you can see, this gun has been proven and tested, maybe not as tested as the MP5 just because it hasn't been around since the 60s, but you know, if the U.S. Army has adopted it, then it is a very reliable platform. But guys, overall, I'm very, very happy with this gun. It's fully ambidextrous, so if you're lefty or righty, this gun will work for you. Something else, though, is that I kind of wish they would have scooted the bolt catch back a little bit more, because I have over bigger than medium-sized hands, more like a large hand size, and it's kind of hard for me to hit that. I hit it right there, but you can see I barely have got my finger on it, and to let it go, in a full grip, I can't get it to go down with an unloaded mag. If I do remember right, I could get it to go down with a loaded mag because it's a little bit less stiffer, but if you shift it up a little bit, you can push it down, but it's still kind of tight. But remember, I've only shot a few hundred rounds through this gun right now, but it is easy to, let's see here now, since I've got the unloaded magazine out of it. Okay, that might have been the magazine where it was empty, so I will give it on that. It is a tad bit easier too when I do have the magazine out of it. Let me see here, put it in full grip again. Yeah, it's easier, but I wish it would have been scooted back a tad bit because I can only get my finger there on the corner of it. So it still does need to be scooted back a tad bit, but it's also made here on the left-hand side. So say if you're working at, say, like an AR, you take this, throw the magazine out, throw a new one in, drop the bolt with your thumb. Works very well. You can go straight forward and go back into a shooting position. But guys, overall, I'm very, very happy and pleased for this gun, and this will be one that I will be keeping. It will probably be replacing my SP5 as a bedside gun, but we'll be getting into that review later. But as of right now, this is probably my favorite, one of, if not my favorite, 9mm carbines or pistol caliber carbines on the market. So guys, I appreciate y'all viewing. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.